Hey everybody, welcome back to the Royal Read. I am so glad you decided to stop by and see what I'm reading on. But before we get started, you already know I ask you to do it every single day. And why? Because we are building a tribe. We are building a community. And let me tell you, the best community on these internet streets is right here. And if you want to be a part of it, you know what you need to do. Go right down here in these settings, look around, find your subscribe button, and go ahead on and subscribe. And while you're in there, hit your notification bell too, so you'll know when I upload or when I just want to pop in. And give me a thumbs up to fight my nemesis, the beast, the algorithm. Woo! Shaking my head, y'all. Shaking my head. Also, I just want to give a shout out and a big thank you to all of the readers that support the channel by watching the commercials. I know that's hard. I know you look at that skip button and say, you know what, it would be so good to skip, but you don't because you choose to support the channel. I know they play those commercials over and over again, and I know how hard it is. But that's why I get on here every day and thank y'all for doing just that, for supporting the channel. It means everything. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, right about here, that's our join button. That's for channel memberships. And if you choose to become a channel member and a part of the reading club, you will be supporting my channel to grow, to improve, and to continue. And I will be so grateful, so thankful, so over the moon appreciative for that support. Also, if you just want to do a one-time donation, our super thanks button is right over there, and all donations to the channel is always greatly appreciated. All right, I do have a shout out. I do. I want to shout out Barbara Richardson. Barbara, thank you, thank you, thank you for the super thanks, and just thank you for being a part of this community. I am so grateful that you saw something in my channel and you decided to support it. It means everything. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I am just over the moon that you saw something in me. All right, y'all. Also, I have an announcement, but it's an announcement about me. Yes, about me. I am moving. I am moving from one state to another state. And it's going to take me a little while to get to the other state. And also, I am going to the other state and I am absolutely starting a new life, and I'm doing it all by myself. I am gonna pack up and I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna drive a U-Haul truck to a whole new state. I am. And I got to find a place to live. I got to find a car. Just all kinds of stuff that I got to do. I got to find a gym because your girl has absolutely ate too many cookies here lately. And it is going to be an adventure. And what I was thinking was that I wanted to take the reading club along with me. Yes, I want to post just adventures that I'm on. First of all, me driving a U-Haul truck, that's going to be an adventure. And I just want to take y'all along it with everything I am doing. And if you are game, I would be thrilled to have you. And I am just going to post, and it's going to be members only, just the reading club, because I don't want to. If y'all don't want it, I don't want it, because this channel is about the podcast. It is not about my personal stuff. But I just wanted to invite the reading club to go along with me in my new life adventures. Yes, I do. And also, when I get my new place, I'm going to start doing some lives. I am. Like I said, new year, new stuff for the channel. So, yes, I want the reading club to come along with me. If you're game, hit me up in the comments. If you're not game, it's okay. I'll go by myself. Y'all don't have to come with, but I would love to have y'all to come with me to see, ask y'all advice about stuff. Like if y'all like this place or that place, or if you like that car or this car, just all kinds of things that I'm gonna have to do. And I just would love for the reading club to come along with me. So tell me what you think. Give me your feedback. All right, with all that said, let's get to the read, y'all, because of course I have a lot because I've been in these internet streets most of the day. And y'all know when I'm putting the read together, y'all know what I do. I hit these internet streets. Yes, I do. And I was all over the place today. You name it, I was there. But mostly I was over to the sewer. I must absolutely admit I was in the sewer most of the day. I kind of peeked in on TikTok. I kind of peeked in on Blue Sky. I did go to Instagram because y'all know I have to go to Instagram and stalk Meghan. And good thing I did. Meghan posted today, and we're going to talk about that in just a minute. And the Instagram squatties are going wild because we all know when Meghan posts, it just stirs the demons in all her haters. It does. And we all love that, don't we? We absolutely do. And the reason it's going to stir them so bad is Meghan is showing off her property. Meghan is showing off how she is living well. And we all know that the real haters and the toadies and the flying monkeys and the ugly old hags, that's one of the rubs for them. They never wanted Harry and Meghan to have anything. They always wanted them to fail. And here Meghan is with this beautiful property and she's showing it off. And I love it. I do. I absolutely do. So, yes, that's what the Instagram squatties are talking about. Then I made my way over to X, formerly known as Twitter. I just lovingly call it the sewer. And I'm telling you, they are talking about everything over there. They're talking about Jason Knauf with his nonsense over there on Australian television, trying to pump up William's ego. It is just ridiculous. How can other people have cancer and we're supposed to feel sorry for the very one that never had it? But that was the goal. You can tell that was the goal when he sit down in that chair, but I digress. And what else? They're dragging just everybody. They are, especially a lot those flying monkeys who have tried to pretend like Meghan's launch was somehow unsuccessful. Yeah, it's funny. And we just got a lot. I got a little tea over there on Murdoch too. It looks like that the Daily Fail and all those other rags over there are not the only ones circling the drain, but Murdoch is circling the drain for a whole different reason. And we're going to talk about that too. All right, y'all. But first, we're going to start with Meghan, her beautiful property. If you have not went over to Instagram, go over there and check out her new Insta story. And you have to hurry. You have to hurry about it. You have to really scurry on over there because y'all know Insta stories only stay up for 24 hours. I have learned my lesson about that. That's why I be stalking her all the time because I miss one. Y'all know I missed one when she posted that one after Harry's speech. I missed it, but now I be stalking all the time, so I didn't miss this one. And so you go over there, scurry over there and see it because it's so cute. It is so cute. And it is just something that's going to make the haters pull out their hair because most of them only have a few strands anyway. And they're going to rip those out when they get a load of Meghan's property. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, y'all. I'm gonna put it up. And this particular squatty posted this Instagram, well, this Insta post. And like I said, you can even go on X, formerly known as Twitter. It is a lot of squatties over there have it posted, reposted it. And like this particular squatty reposted it. And they said this basically, King Charles, you can keep their Frogmore cottage. Yes, keep that Frogmore cottage. Because when you get a load of what Megan got over there, Megan picking fresh fruit and all kinds of stuff off of trees, just absolutely enjoying herself, making a mimosa with a fresh orange. Yes, she did. She just squeezed it into what looked to me like champagne. And we all know that champagne and orange juice is a mimosa. Yeah, so our girl Megan is having herself a mimosa in the middle of the day. And I love it. And it goes on to say, this squatty goes on to say, Prince Harry and Meghan are good. They are. They are. They have such a beautiful property and such a big property. And Megan is just loving it. And I love it for the haters. I hope they are absolutely screaming out into the void right now. And this squatter goes on to say this is the equivalent of sitting peacefully under a tree while British royal correspondents use up 30 minutes for their podcast show discussing Meghan's business and advising her what to do to be happy and successful. She's good. I think they're talking about that old Roy Nika and Kate Manzi. You know, they have a podcast. And they spent that whole time talking nonsense about Meghan. And Meghan hadn't set foot over there in 2 years, going on 3, and left there for good, packed up every piece of clothing she had brought over there and every pair of shoes and left and came home and have not looked back, only to go over there when the queen died. She bowed out and has not even, she had not even spoke anything about anything over there, but yet and still they can sit on a panel or be on a podcast for 30 minutes trying to give her advice about her business. Meghan is good. Meghan is happy. Meghan is unbothered. And if anything, this particular Insta story let them know that. Worry about your business. Worry about the ones that are left behind, the ones that absolutely is putting on a production over there on Australia's television, trying to get some attention, but yet and still you got your nose way over here, 5,000 miles away. If you have so much advice, why don't you use it for yourself? Because I'm telling you, Megan, she's good. She's good. All right, and I'm going to show you how good she is. I'm going to put this up. This particular squatty posted Meghan's Instagram page and the Prince and Princess of Wales Instagram page and compared the views. And you should see that Meghan, yeah, she's good. And this particular squatter reposted that and said this: if you don't like numbers, look away. They do not lie. So now you know why the campaign, right? Okay. Yes, this is why the smear campaign continues. Because look at Meghan, 13 million, 2.9 million, 12 million, 8 million, 11.3 million, 11.8 million. These are the kind of eyeballs that Meghan brings in. And let's see what William them bring in. 2.1 million, 1.9 million, 2 million, 2 million, 1.3 million. And I bet you half of those are bots. Because who in the world is interested in anything that those two do? It has to be mostly bots. I'm just saying. And they can't even buy enough bots to keep up with Meghan because they have tried in the past. We all know that New York Times article about how William and Kate was buying bots, buying followers, trying to keep up with Sussex Royal. Y'all remember that? Harry and Meghan's Instagram page when they were working roles to try to keep up with them, they were buying bots, buying followers. And the New York Times busted them. But even they cannot keep up with, I guess, maybe not even afford to buy that many bots to try to keep up with Meghan. Yes, yes, yes. Look at Meghan. Meghan is coming on through. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this up and look at Mama Mia. Looking at Mama Mia really makes me miss Guy. I think about Guy. But look at Mama Mia. She is enjoying her life. She's out with Meghan on this big property, living her best life. Look where Mama Mia came from, and now she just living her best life. I love it for her. And this particular squatty reposted Megan's Insta story and said, Mama Mia is living her best life in Montecito. Harry and Meghan gave her a second chance of life. Yes, they did. And I love that for her. She seems like she is such a sweet, sweet dog. I'm getting all, I don't know. I love dogs, y'all. I love dogs. All right, y'all. I'm going to put this one up. And this squatty posted just bits and pieces of the Insta story that Meghan posted, and they said this: I love that Meghan Markle's haters are raging while trying to sabotage her brand as ever. Yes, they are. But we all know that's not going to work. It is not going to work. And I just love that for them. And then they pretend like they don't know. They still on that story about that store in New York. And it's clear that that man, the owner, doesn't have a trademark for it. And we all talked about this yesterday. William, they really need to be worrying about William because Earthflop. And while they're talking about Megan's business, giving her advice, spending 30 minutes on a podcast, they need to be talking to William about Earthflop because we learned the squatties absolutely dug around and found out Earthflop hasn't acquired its trademark itself. Worry about that. Why do they always have their nose over here in Megan's business? And Megan is totally and completely unbothered by any of it. It is just ridiculous to me. And this squatter goes on to say, yet she's just gardening, watering her plants with her kids, and drinking orange juice. But it's really a mimosa because when you combine champagne and orange juice, that's a mimosa. It says, ugh, I'd hate to be one of them haters and see her be so unbothered and so unfazed. Go watch it. She is so unbothered, so unfazed. She's giggling and talking to her kids and picking fruit off her trees and going by her little babbling brook. She has a babbling brook on her property. Yes, she does. And I'm telling you, I know. Oh, wait a minute. I hear the screaming. Oh, the agony. We must have some Megan haters, some old ugly hags in my neighborhood because I swear I hear some screaming. I love it. I love it. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this up. And look what Megan had on in her Insta story. Yes, she had her Northwestern t-shirt on because we all know that Megan is a graduate, a proud graduate of Northwestern. And look who also was a fan of Northwestern. Y'all remember when Diana visited Northwestern, and it was a huge, huge deal. I'm gonna put a picture of it right here. And I'm telling you, they were thrilled to have her. And she wore that beautiful purple gown. Yes. Diana loved America. And let me tell you something. America loved Diana as well. We did, and we still do. I'm just saying. All right, y'all, let's talk about this Jason Knauf. I want to remind y'all of exactly who this OP eater is. I don't even know where I got that from. I be trying not to curse, y'all. I be trying not to curse. So I just come up with stuff. I'm telling you. But I'm going to put this up because this squatty said this. The hired help never speaks to the press without approval of the master. And we all know that right there, you can just go and see the promo. It is clearly scripted. He clearly knew the questions before the whole interview, and it was such a fluff piece. You could tell. Like I said, I hadn't watched it. I did watch the promo, and it's just ridiculous. And the problem I have with it is them using Harry. Them using Harry. This is why I think William is still so mad, because he has been able to use his younger brother all his life for what he hates him for. He hates Harry's shine, but he wants to use the shine in order to help himself. And so he is mad with Harry because he cannot use Harry anymore. And he still try to bite off of Harry every chance he gets. I mean, how can you say that you're going to be king? How can you say that you're going to be this great man and you can't stand on your own without mentioning your brother at every turn? I cannot remember him doing anything in the public without him mentioning his brother. It's always something. Even that Christmas Carol concert, y'all remember they got a Harry look-alike and pretend like he just showed up out of the blue. Somebody that looks like Harry. They wrote article after article about it and tried to use it to promote that dud of a Christmas Carol concert that I think came in 42nd in the ratings. Yes, yes. They always trying to bite off of Harry and Meghan, but just talk about how much they hate them. I'm just saying. But I want to put this up, and this particular squatty just gave us an overview of who Jason Knauf really is, just in case you have forgotten how treacherous he is, how evil he is, how underhanded he is. He is just a nasty piece of work, as they say across the pond. So let's get into this. This particular squatty that posted it said this: why Jason Knauf should learn the art of shut the F up. And where is the lie? Because nobody asked him anything. And my whole thing is, you can talk all you want to about them. I could care less about Kate or William or whatever. The only problem I had was for them to tag Harry in it, to try to use him as usual, because they have been using Harry all his life. Stand on your own 2 feet. They always using Harry. Every time, because they are subpar, they are mediocre, and in order to get any kind of attention, they have to insert Harry, Meghan, or both their names into anything they are doing. I'm just saying. But it's just the part that gets with me. I'm just saying. All right, let's go over what this particular squatty says about Jason Knauf just to remind us of what kind of snake he really is, because he is just that. He is a snake. And this particular squatty said this: Jason Knauf reported Meghan Markle for bullying on behalf of a colleague without the colleague's consent or knowledge. Now, is that not a snake? He just chose someone, wrote up a report, said Meghan was bullying this particular colleague, and did not even tell the colleague that he had did it. This is the snake. This is the snake that Meghan was having to deal with while she was over there. It goes on. When the colleague told him to rescind it, he refused. Tell me that's not a snake. Tell me that is not a snake. And that was some made up BS that he cooked up with William. And after they had made up all this nonsense and planning all these stories, I often think about how William had the audacity to skip his little happy ass over there to Knotcott and confront Harry with lies that he had created and planted in the media, and tried to paint Meghan as this horrible person, talking about she was being so horrible to staff, when staff was in cahoots with him to make up these lies. And that's another thing I found very interesting about this Tom Quinn's excerpts that was in the Sunday Times. He admitted it was plenty of people in Kensington Palace, plenty of staff that really liked Meghan. This was a lie that William and Jason Knauf cooked up. And clearly this person that they tried to use and tried to pretend like they had submitted this complaint that Meghan was a bully, or had been bullying them, the minute this person found out about it, they wanted it rescinded. And this snake refused. I'm just saying, this is what Meghan was dealing with. Let's go on. It said, instead, he leaked the baseless and defamatory report. Leaked it when he knew it was a lie and it was something that they made up. They absolutely, then he leaked his lies. That's what I was saying. Leaked all this nonsense that he had made up. And the opening of an investigation into it to the royalist friendly gossip rags, and in the process caused irreparable reputational damage of Meghan Markle, who also became the target of intense cyberbullying. Where is the lie? Meghan lived all her life and never bullied anybody, never been accused of bullying anybody until they made up that fevered lie. Yes, and then they expect Harry to forgive them. Harry, go on about your business. Because if they do it one time, they'll do it again. What is that old saying? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. It's going to be shame on you, Harry, if you involve yourself with this nonsense. Because these people are not going to change. What is that story Donald Trump tell all the time about the snake? How this person found the snake out in the cold, frozen, brought it in, wrapped it up in a blanket, put it beside the fire. Snake warmed up, got to feeling better, and turned around and bit the man. And the man said, "Why did you bite me?" And the snake said, "You knew I was a snake before you brought me in here." That's all I'm saying, Harry. You know he a snake. You best leave William alone. I'm just saying. This was a smear campaign through and through, orchestrated by Jason Knauf. He was the orchestrator. He did it for William. He did. I'm just saying. I don't know if he did it for love or not, but he did it. I'm just saying. And it said, then the investigation found no evidence of bullying of any kind. Unsurprising, considered that there was no basis for the report at all, because at the end of the day, he had manufactured all of it. How can you find something except them manufacturing it? This is what William is all about. He knew that he could not beat Harry and Meghan playing fair and square. Him and his mannequin wife was no match for them. So they decided to get dirty. They decided to get dirty and to absolutely dirty up Harry and Meghan as much as they could. But at the end of the day, the shine will not be defeated. It has never been defeated. And Meghan is over there in her yard, in her garden, skipping around, eating the fruit off of her trees, totally unbothered. Have partnered with this $1 billion company and just living her best life. Happy as a lark with her husband and her two beautiful children. I wonder how that goes down while he's taking that bath every night at the same time. I'm just saying. And then it goes on to say, then Prince William, instead of firing and shunning Knauf for defaming his brother and his sister-in-law, he gave him an award for his service to the royal family. William was clearly pleased with the smear campaigns Knauf had executed against William's brother and sister-in-law on William's behalf. And it wasn't on nobody's behalf but his, because he knew he could not compete, because he could not compare. I have said this time and time again. William and Kate are fully aware of who they are and what they are. That's why they play so dirty, because at the end of the day, they know they're mediocre. They absolutely do. But they don't want you to know it. I'm just saying. And then it goes on to a whole lot of other stuff about Knauf, but those are the most important parts of it. That this person orchestrated this smear campaign. He also participated in trying to stop Harry and Meghan's wedding in this whole Mission Impossible nonsense that he was in with Thomas Markle. He was even involved in that, remember? This is who Jason Knauf is. I'm just saying. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this up. And it says, so a man told the world that William learned about his father and his wife's cancer diagnosis by phone. And that doesn't shock anyone. It doesn't shock me at all. If you are a squatty, it didn't shock you. You just say, yeah, that's pretty much right. But I loved hearing it because I love the confirmation of it all. To absolutely find out that what the squatties have been saying all along is absolutely true. I love it. I think back on Tina and Michelle. I remember when Tina and Michelle first got their podcast, and they were saying this same stuff back then. I don't know how Tina and Michelle knew, but they knew. They knew exactly what was going on. I remember when I first started listening to Tina Michelle, and I believed it, and it has come to fruition. Everything that they said in that podcast, go back. I think you can still listen to it. Go back to those old podcasts of Tina and Michelle. They absolutely said every bit of what has been proven to be absolutely factual. Now, did we have any proof back then? No, but we got proof today. We got proof today. And Tina and Michelle looks like Nostradamus at this point. I'm telling you, they absolutely do. I wonder, are they related to Nostradamus? Because they absolutely called it to perfection. I'm just saying. And it goes on to say, and cherry on top of the cake, they're all saying that it was a hard year for William instead of talking about the people who supposedly had. Where is the lie? Where is the lie? Because I know in that little promo, that's all he talked about was William, how hard it was for him. And he absolutely did not. He was not the one who had supposedly had cancer. And he is not the one that had cancer, even though he is the one that looked like he had cancer. I'm just saying. I'm being messy, but it's true. It's true. It's true. Charles never lost his childbearing hips. Not a hair was lost. His cheeks stayed rosy and pink. And look at Kate. Kate absolutely was tan and healthy looking as she could be, with a load of bundles in her head, all that fake hair and her real hair, because you can look around her hairline. Kate ain't lost no hair. None. Absolutely. And William walking around looking like he is looking for his crack pipe he left behind yesterday. Just looking for his spare crack pipe. That's the way William was walking around looking. I think he's looking a little better now. But he, at one point, he looked like, woo. When he met Trump, Trump had to lie and say that William looked it better in person. I kid you not. Oh my God. All right, y'all. I'm going to put this one up. And this just speaks to what we just got through talking about. And this squatty said this: congratulations to the British media for making Kate's cancer all about William. It really takes talent to erase the supposedly sick person and make it about someone who was busy getting beers with celebrities. Y'all remember that? And supporting his favorite sports team. Y'all remember him yelling and looking like a fool over there in those stands? Yes, he did. And attending big events like Taylor Swift concerts and whatnot. Yeah, he really suffered, didn't he? And this particular squatter said, bravo, bravo, William. You did a great job. I know it was hard on you, but you did a great job. I tell you what, I believe he was absolutely on that pipe, though. Ooh, he looked horrible. He really did. Like I said, he's looking a little better now. All right, y'all, we gonna switch gears a little bit because I got some news. I'm telling you, I'm gonna put it up. And look what it says. OMG, Christmas. What are you doing here already with gifts? Yes, yes, yes. And it says, it's so soon. It's at Karma Never Forgets. This garbage ship must go down. And as you can see, it is an article in The Guardian saying that we're clearly heading towards collapse while Murdoch's empire is about to go bang. Yes, 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 circling the drain. But they are circling for a whole different reason. It's not because they're not sovereign like all those other rags over there, but it's because of family issues. Yes, and we're going to talk about it. But is it not Christmas? Oh my goodness, I feel like going and put a turkey on because I cannot stand Fox News. I cannot stand the Sun. Oh, and we got information that the Sun has been losing a buttload of money. They have been keeping that afloat. Fox News is the cash cow, and it's been keeping the other ones afloat because the Sun newspaper, it has been losing a buttload of money. But we're going to get into it. All right. I first saw this from Duchess of Success, and she had posted about this. She said, I hope it all burns down and the ashes gets dusted down to HE double hockey sticks. Yes, that's what the Duchess of Success said. I'm telling you, I am with her 110%. And then she posted the article. And I went just skipping over there. I scurried over there to the Guardian to find this article. And here it is. And like this, what the Duchess of Success had posted, the name of the article is "We're Clearly Headed Towards Collapse While the Murdoch Empire is About to Go Bang." Yes, y'all. Y'all, let me take a moment. I know I'm being dramatic, but let me take a moment to just let it wash over me. Because this right here has been such a horrible, horrible individual when it comes to Harry and Meghan. Now, has it been as bad as the Daily Fail? I think equally as bad. Yes, yes, because I'm telling you, it has been story after lie about Harry and Meghan. And then Murdoch had to bend the knee to Harry and empty them pockets so Archie can have some Archie can have some inheritance. Yes. But yes, 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 this is the article. And let's get into some of the highlights. We're not going to go all the way through the article, but we're going to go through the highlights. And let's look right down here. And it says an explosive concession trial and an astonishing interview with one of Murdoch's sons have exposed the paranoia and the hatred at the heart of the global media most powerful family. This could get messy. They hate one another. And what he tried to do was he had a trust that all four of his older children would get a stake in his business. And then he gonna renege on that and go to court so he can give the whole business to one Lackland, I think his name is. Yes, and just leave the other three out. And they went to court and the judge was not having any of it. And they lost. It says the story followed the end of the secret trial involving the fate of the Murdoch family trust. The mogul's four eldest children, Lachlan, James, Elizabeth, and Prudence, were set to inherit the family firm following Rupert's death. But 4 years ago, just after turning 90, so he's 94 years old. And this old creature, I'm just saying. It said Rupert had tried to cut James, Liz, and Prudence out of their inheritance and hand the business over to Lackland. He favored his favorite heir, who also happens to share his increasingly right-wing politics. He wants the evilness to continue, and the son that he felt would carry on his evil empire, he wanted to screw the other children out of their inheritance and give it all to him. So it all will go on after his death. You know what? I hope the devil kiss him in the mouth because he gonna be dying now. He is. He gonna be in the hot place. And the devil, I just hope Lucifer just comes up there and kisses him in the mouth. But it also says that the trust will end when Murdoch turns 99. If he make it till 99, then the trust will be over and Lackland can inherit all of it. So the race is on. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. The race is on. And they are saying that if he meet his demise before he turns 99, that all of the assets of his company is going to be sold off because all of the kids hate one another and none of them agree with anything. And the other three that he wanted to disinherit are not right wing nuts like Lackland is. I don't know if Lackland is a right wing nut or not, but he is willing to carry on the chaos and the craziness and all of that nonsense over there to Fox News. And they're saying because of the loss of the lawsuit that people are really, really nervous about what's going to happen. I'm telling you, I don't know. The way he is, he might absolutely live to be 99 because he hadn't been long got married again. I don't know what he doing with her, but he got her. And I'm just saying, this is the situation with his empire. He has to live to be 99 years old to get out of the trust and to be able to disinherit his other three children and Lackland continue on with the nonsense. He'll be the sole proprietor of Murdoch's empire. I'm just saying. And it was a funny little paragraph I want to read to y'all. This is what it says. It says, while News UK made no comment, a former advisor was furious at the potential impact. It's hard to overstate how uncertain everyone associated with the company feels right now. You got some great journalists. That's the funny part. That they call themselves journalists and believe that they're great. I'm just saying. That was the funny part. And also, I wanted the part about how it's bleeding money. The Sun, all of the UK properties that he owned, the Sun and the Times, they are bleeding. It says the Sun lost, I think the past 5 years has lost over $515 million. That's how far they went in the hole. They're not making any money over there trashing Harry and Meghan. I'm just saying. But the cash cow is Fox News. That's where the money is. And that's the only reason why his empire has been able to stay afloat. And I guess they didn't say anything about Australia. He has a foothold over there in Australia. They didn't mention if they were making money over there, but they did say they were making money with Fox News, but not in the UK at all. I'm just saying. All right, I brought you that. And let's see, next I want to put this up. This particular squatty is talking about it, and they said this: I can't wait for this empire to go down the drain. Me too. Me too. I'm rooting that on his 98th birthday, he absolutely puts his ticket out there and Lucifer punches a hole in it and takes him on down the road. And when I mean down. And kiss him right in the mouth and take him on down. I'm hoping. And that's horrible, but it's true and it's real because he has done so much to destroy so many lives and cause so much death. He has, with all his lies that Fox News, Fox News is the reason why we are in the situation we're in here in America right now. So I have no sympathy. I have zero sympathy. I have zero else to give when it comes to Rupert Murdoch. It's me being gracious that I said I hope he lives to be to 98. Really, he really needs to check out as soon as possible. I'm just saying. But it goes on to say, sorry for the rant, y'all, and it goes on to say, they are already burning. The British Mafia media cartel are already a bunch of clowns. Well, it's a lie. All of them are circling the drain. I cannot wait until they start slipping down the drain one after another one. Like I said, this Murdoch empire is not because it's not sovereign. It is making money. But at the end of the day, his family is going to break that mess up. If he doesn't live to be 99, it's out of here. I'm just saying. But I'm sure somebody will buy Fox News. But it is so many billionaires that are Democrats. Why can a Democrat buy it and absolutely flush it down the drain? I'm just saying, but I digress. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this up. Just a few more things. I'm going to put this up. And this is from US Weekly. I have a problem with US Weekly. They're always writing stories about Harry and Meghan, and a lot of them are hit pieces. They really are. And I don't really care for them that much. And look at this story. It's been 1 week since Prince Harry wrapped up 2025 Invictus Games, and US Weekly spoke to the photographer who was there to capture the best moments. Why? Why are you speaking to him? I'm just saying. It's just, you know, it's just certain magazines that I just can't stand. I can't stand US Weekly because it's so wishy-washy. Every now and then they'll do a good Harry and Meghan story, but then they'll do a hit piece after hit piece after hit piece. I'm just saying, I just don't care for them. And I wish the photographer had talked to some other magazine beside them. Just my preference. All right, I'm going to put this up, and it says, I can't help but to think in the video, she's laughing at all the haters. Yep, she is having the last laugh. Where is the lie? Meghan, you should see it. Go see it. Meghan is enjoying herself. Meghan is at peace. Meghan is not participating in the haterade that is coming her way. One thing about hate, it doesn't affect the person you're hating. It affects you. You're the one walking around with a knot in your stomach. And that's the way those flying monkeys, those toadies, those ugly old hags, those potato heads, and all those minions are doing every time they go over to Instagram, to Megan's page, and she has posted an Insta story just showing how wonderful and beautiful her life is. And I just love it for them. I really, really do. And this one right here is just chef's kiss. I hope they are crying. I want to hear just the moaning of it all. The salty tears. The haters' tears are so delicious. I'm just saying. They are sweet. They are sweet, y'all. I love them. All right, y'all. I want to put this up for last. Y'all remember when Megan first got Mama Mia? And look at her now. The picture of health. I love it. I love it. It said how it started and how it's going. I love it. That's something to smile about at the end of the podcast. Oh, I got one more thing. I'm going to put the picture up for the caption. What do y'all think he is saying to Jason Knauf? I'm saying, I'll see you later, sweetie. See you later, sweetie. Or I hope you like it. Because it is definitely some kind of energy between the two. I'm telling you, there's something going on. There's some energy there. Look at how William is leaning in and tucking his butt under. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all tell me. All right, y'all. I'm going to stop being messy.